Picture this. It's a Saturday afternoon, and you and your family are walking through those massive warehouse doors. Now, you came in for exactly two things, right? Paper towels and milk. But an hour later, you are pushing this heavy flatbed cart out to your car, and on it is a giant 72-pack of fruit snacks, a 65-inch TV, an entire patio furniture set, and, of course, you're eating a hot dog. But here's the crazy part. You somehow still feel like you just saved a bunch of money.
Welcome to WID, helping millions understand the money behind America's biggest stories. Because every dollar has a story, and today we're decoding this one. Seriously, how does a massive warehouse with concrete floors and absolutely zero fancy displays keep us coming back for these giant hauls? Well, let's dive right in and decode the mystery behind Costco's totally counterintuitive yet wildly successful business model.
It all starts with honestly the most bizarre reality in retail. Just think about it for a second. You literally have to pay a toll just to walk through the front door. I mean, for middle-class consumers and families who are just trying to stretch a paycheck right now with rising grocery prices and inflation, paying a fee just to shop sounds completely absurd. Yet millions of us willingly do it. The thing is, that membership fee itself actually creates this deep psychological curiosity. It kind of makes us feel like we're part of an exclusive club. And that exclusivity, that is the very first piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so let's decode their secret business model. If you look at your typical retailer, they make their money by significantly marking up the products they sell to you. But Costco, they barely make a dime on the actual items. The vast majority of their profit comes directly from those membership fees. And because those fees basically cover their bottom line, Costco can actually afford to keep their product margins incredibly low. They're not trying to squeeze you on the price of a jar of mayonnaise. Instead, they focus entirely on moving a massive volume of goods and building fierce, undeniable customer loyalty.
Which brings us to perhaps the most famous number in retail history, $1.50, the legendary hot dog and soda combo. It's funny, but it's completely true. That $1.50 combo has survived inflation longer than some people's New Year's resolutions. Seriously, it hasn't changed price since 1985. But it's not just a cheap lunch. It acts as this incredibly powerful emotional magnet for consumers who are just looking for a little bit of value. When people feel exploited by corporations everywhere else, that hot dog proves to the shopper, hey, we are actually on your side. So they've won our trust with rock-bottom margins and inflation-proof hot dogs. But here's the thing, Costco's biggest advantage actually isn't low prices. It's something most retailers can never buy. And to really understand it, we have to look at the fascinating consumer psychology that truly builds this cult following. It's known as the treasure hunt effect, and it is a brilliant psychological strategy. When you walk down those center aisles of the warehouse, you never quite know what you're going to find. I mean, one week it's a kayak, the next week it's a giant teddy bear or a designer jacket. By placing this unexpected, constantly rotating inventory right next to the everyday staple items you actually need, Costco creates excitement. They introduce this subtle sense of scarcity, like if you don't buy that jacket today, it might be gone tomorrow. It literally turns a mundane grocery run into this thrilling experience that keeps members completely hooked.
And this strategy feeds directly into their overall master plan. Think about a typical superstore. You are bombarded with endless choices. You might stand there staring at 50 different types of toothpaste, right? That causes massive decision fatigue. Well, Costco does the exact opposite. They offer a radically limited selection. They might only have one or two brands of toothpaste, usually in bulk. The psychological insight here is that fewer choices actually build trust. You don't have to stress about which brand is the best deal, because Costco has already curated the best value for you. It completely prevents us from feeling like we're being tricked by corporate gimmicks.
And this is exactly why the cult following is just so incredibly strong. Customers love Costco for some really highly emotional reasons. First, excellent employee treatment. They pay their workers well, they provide great benefits, and that translates directly to a better, friendlier shopping experience for you. Second, high product quality. You just know what you're buying isn't cheap junk. Third, a strong value perception. You always feel like you're getting a deal. And finally, radical simplicity. For budget-conscious shoppers who are just looking for a little comfort and satisfaction, this combination is an absolute lifesaver. Now, if it's really that simple, treat people well, limit choices, and charge a membership fee, you really have to wonder, why can't the biggest giants in retail just copy this formula? I mean, why isn't everyone doing this? Well, it's because you simply cannot clone a culture. Look at fierce competitors like Walmart, Target, or even Amazon. They operate on entirely different DNAs. They prioritize endless selection, massive advertising budgets, and higher margins on individual items. Costco's deep-rooted corporate culture and their trust-based moat literally took decades to build. Their competitors simply can't just pivot to a model that relies on selling items at near zero profit without completely destroying their own business structures. So Costco's culture, it's their ultimate uncopyable weapon. Zooming out for a second, Costco's success reveals something pretty fascinating about the broader American economy. It teaches us about evolvent consumer behavior, like how we crave experiences even while we're buying bulk toilet paper. It shows this amazing resistance to inflation, proving that if you hold the line on prices, consumers will fiercely reward you. It highlights the immense power of loyalty, but mostly it's a masterclass in genuine value creation. In tough economic times, the businesses that actually create value, rather than just extracting it, are the ones that thrive. Which, of course, brings us right back to the reality of the everyday Costco trip. Come on, we've all been there, walking in with a carefully planned list and leaving questioning every single financial decision we made inside, staring at a massive jar of pickles we absolutely did not need. But look, beyond the humor of a blown budget, there is a profound reason ordinary people should care about how this company operates. Costco's corporate strategy actually translates into some fantastic practical life lessons for workers, small business owners, and entrepreneurs alike. Number 1, focus beats complexity. Doing fewer things really well is a superpower. Number 2, trust compounds. Just like a bank account, investing in treating people right pays massive dividends over time. Number 3, small savings matter. Keeping costs low gives you ultimate flexibility. And number 4, long-term thinking wins. You should never, ever sacrifice a customer's lifetime loyalty for a quick, short-term buck. So, the next time you're pushing that oversized cart out to the parking lot, just remember that you aren't just buying bulk groceries. You are participating in a masterfully designed ecosystem of trust, psychology, and immense value. And it really begs the question, in your own life or small business, are you building a deep, trust-based moat, or are you just chasing the quick markup? Remember, every dollar has a story. And now you know this one. See you in the next decode.